time do you think we have?
At best, maybe 4 or 5 days, Mr. Barkley.
You sure you can't do anything more with that pump?
I'm positive. You don't get another one in here, you can write this mine off.
Wait a minute. The Donovan mine has a pump.
They're using it. Lucky Star's got one coming up from San Francisco, but they don't figure it'll get here for another 10 weeks. Mr. Barkley?
Hello, Jared. Any luck?
Yeah, I found out they're auctioning off a pump over at Sally Rosa. Now, Peterson says it's big enough to do the job if we can get it here in time.
We'll get it here. How much money does it cost?
$5,000 minimum bid, but cash.
Oh.
It's a government bankruptcy sale, and they won't accept a bank draft without holding the merchandise until it clears. That holds up 2 or 3 weeks. Well, that's too late, Mr. Barkley. I know.
No, wait a minute. Anyone else trying for it?
No? All we have to have is the cash.
Then we'll just have to get the cash.
That's not so easy, Nick. It's a weekend.
Oh.
But I figured we could telegraph Heath at home. Now, he could go into Stockton and dig up the cash somehow. And if he really pushes, he could meet us in Sala Rosa in time for the sale.
Well, what are you waiting now? Why don't you get going?
Keep your feet dry.
Yeah, thanks.
Mr. Barkley.
Got that keg of beer?
You bet I have. Nice and chill, just right for the picnic.
Good enough. Beats me where you get the muscle.
From playing the pipes, boy. Say, have you heard from your brothers?
Not a word. Spare a little? What's the big occasion?
Oh, a poker game. And a bloody one.
Who's playing?
Holiday Martinson. Spider Martinson. Local talent's been trying to take him.
Professional?
I'm not sure. But I'll tell you this, he's too good for them fellas. Say, why don't you take him on?
That'll be the day.
King? 9? What's up?
I'll give you a hand with the keg.
Wait a minute. Isn't that Jack Carpenter playing?
Yeah.
I'll get it in a minute.
What's it to me?
$2. That is, if you want to play.
I'll give you a marker.
Sure you're good for the $2?
Listen, you...
You work around here?
No.
Maybe you own a few thousand acres of land?
You making fun of me, mister?
No. Just trying to find out whether you're good for $2. Anyone here can vouch for this man? No? No job, no money in the bank? Maybe you own a gold mine or a gold watch. I'll take any kind of collateral at all, mister. No collateral, no game. Anybody here wants to lend you $2, see you through this pot, you're in. If not, you're holding up the game. Let's see, that's $2 to me, and I'll raise it 5. I'll call that and raise you 5 more. Up another 5.
Call. What do you got?
2 pair. King's high.
It's your pot. Thanks for the game.
We're only just beginning, Mr. Carpenter. Now that the pikers are out, why don't you and I play a little real poker?
I've had enough.
Anybody else want to play?
Heath, he's too sharp for me anyway, but you're the best poker player in town.
Whiskey. I'd like to play with the best poker player in town.
Maybe some other time.
No, wait, please. Do sit down, mister. I'm sorry I didn't catch your name. Where's my... Clumsy, stupid... Cut your lip.
Thank you.
You hit him pretty hard.
Got someplace we can put it?
In the back. Grab yourself some feet. Easy now, boy, easy. You hand me that pillow there. Say, he's got a nasty bump on the head, lad. I'd better send for a doctor.
Don't worry, the doctor will be here soon. Why don't you sit down? He treats you that way all the time?
No, not all the time. Do you have a good doctor here?
Sure do. And banged heads are his specialty. Where you from?
Moria.
Where's that?
It's an island near Tahiti.
I don't think I've heard of it.
It has a reef, and you can hear the surf pounding on it all over the island. There are butterflies, and the beaches are black, with black sand. There is a mountain in the center of the island, with clouds around it in a circle. It is called La Couronne.
Sounds nice.
Yes, and it smells good, too. There are Chare Tahiti going all over the island. Chare, that's my name. Chare Fare.
I'm Heath Barkley.
Morris, he said it was an emergency. I'm waiting for a baby to be born. You're lucky. If he'd hit his head an inch more to the right, the sheriff would be here instead of me.
He was slapping the girl around.
He has the right to.
Nobody has that right.
You're wrong. I belong to him.
You mean you're his wife?
No. He bought me. I'm his property.
He's coming, too. Might be a good idea if he doesn't see you.
How is he?
He's coming around.
It's good. I can't stand to have anybody dying on my property. You know, it's against my policy, but I'm about to buy a drink on the house. Oh, Mrs. Barkley.
Piper?
Good day to you, ma'am.
Heath, I'm glad I caught you before you left. This came for you. There's trouble at the mine.
I'll say there's trouble. It's flooding. Where are we going to get $5,000 with the banks all closed?
Well, that's the other reason I came. Piper, we need $5,000.
5,000? Now, where would I be getting that kind of money?
You get it out of your safe.
Safe? You? What safe?
Oh, Piper, you've been in the loan business that I know of for the past 5 years. How much interest are you charging now? 15%? 20%?
Now, what a thing to say.
Piper, we need $5,000 now.
But it would take away my working capital for the weekend. Suppose I get a run at the faro table.
Sell some more beer.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Barkley. There's nobody on earth I'd rather help than you, but I just...
Piper, do you remember how we first met?
Well, I don't think I know to what you're referring.
Well, let me refresh your memory. When you first came to town, you needed money to buy this place.
All right. See, you lent me a little money.
A little? Well, maybe $1,500 doesn't seem a lot to you now, but it was a matter of life or death then, wasn't it?
$5,000.
$5,000.
All right. I'll sell a little more beer.
I checked. There's a train leaving in a few hours. It connects with the stage to Sally Rosa. Here's a change of clothes and your razor.
Well, if I don't get there in time, I'll know what to do with the razor.
Now, just take it easy. You'll be all right after a little rest.
Yeah, thanks.
Well, I must be off, but if you have any headaches or anything tomorrow, you might stop by my office.
Keep your hands off. Where's the man that hit me?
Here you are, Mrs. Barkley, 5,000. Do you want to count it?
Oh, that won't be necessary. I'll have the bank repay you first thing Monday morning. Plus interest.
Yes, ma'am.
How about dinner before I catch the train?
Good. We'll go to the hotel. I understand they have nice fresh lobster.
Get our stuff ready. We got a train to catch.
But the doctor said you should rest.
That doctor doesn't know what's on that train with me. I wouldn't miss it if I had a broken leg. Well, we meet again.
So we do.
Mr. Barkley, I wish to apologize for my behavior at our previous meeting.
It's all right. All is forgotten.
No. Boorish conduct is never really forgotten. It's merely excused. And that's the most I have the right to expect of you.
How's your head?
Better. You mind if we join you? Sit down, Thierry. I'll be right back. I'm going to scout up some cigars.
The train goes so fast.
30 miles an hour. It beats walking.
In Morea, if we were going this fast, we would soon find ourselves in the sea, swimming. In water so blue, so clear.
What's the name of that place again?
Morea?
You miss it, don't you? Is your family there?
Yes. All my fathers and all my mothers.
All your fathers and mothers?
Our ways are different from yours. When we are young, we have many fathers and many mothers. It's like an uncle is a father and an aunt is a mother. And one has many uncles and many aunts. And in every house, you're welcome. It's like having a family of many families.
Where did you meet Martinson?
My first father took me to Fiji 2 years ago. But he fell sick and died. And I had no way to go back to Tahiti. Martinson was working there. And when he went away, I went away with him.
But not to Tahiti?
No, not to Tahiti.
Care for a drink?
No, thanks.
Cigar?
No.
Find out when the club car opens. Paid $50 for her in Fiji. Worth every cent of it. Or haven't you noticed?
I'll give you 100.
Oh, she's not for sale. Not yet, anyway.
I don't want her for myself.
Then why buy her?
To send her home.
I'll send her home myself, in due time. So, you're the best poker player in Stockton.
People exaggerate.
Sometimes. Might try a few hands, find out. Poker's a passion with me.
No, thanks.
Didn't think you'd scare out.
I don't.
Then how about it? You will. Sooner or later, you will.
Change here. Change here for Sally Rosa.
Well, this is where I get off. This is where we get off.
You didn't mention you were going to Sally Rosa.
You didn't ask. Yes, Mr. Barkley, you're going to be sharing the pleasure of our company. Isn't he, Tiare?
I'll get that.
Thank you, Mr. Barkley. Well, we mustn't spoil her.
You tired?
J'ai peur.
What does that mean?
Means she's frightened. I told her about the Indian massacre here, and she's been having nightmares ever since.
Well, I wouldn't worry too much about that. No one's seen an unfriendly Indian in these parts for more than a year.
Besides which, Mr. Barkley's a crack shot. He'll defend your honor, your scalp, and his $5,000. Come to think of it, better off losing that money to me than turning it over to those savages.
You seem to be well informed.
Don't worry, Mr. Barkley. I won't steal it from you.
And you won't win it either.
All right, folks. Everybody out. Dry wells. Miguel. Miguel.
Si, senor.
How about some food?
If you want me to change the horses, I can get the food.
I'll change the horses.
Then I'll get the food.
Good.
Today we have tamale pie. And tomorrow, too. Por favor, siéntense. Please sit down.
Gracias.
Must have left my cigars on the stage. Excuse me. I forgot my cigars.
Not bad.
had.
Gosh darn it. Everybody all right?
I think so.
Well, we're going to have to ride the horses back to the station. Be another coach along in the morning.
That's too late. I got to be in Sally Rosa tomorrow afternoon.
Well, that's all right, Mr. Barkley. You're welcome to one of the horses.
Appreciate it.
Oh, we'll be going along with Mr. Barkley. I have urgent business in Sally Rosa, too.
Mister, with a little lady there, it's 40 miles from here. You'll have to bunk down tonight. Food is nothing but what you can catch. You know, that station ain't much, but it's bound to be more comfortable.
Thanks, but we'll keep Mr. Barkley company. That is, if you don't mind.
No, not at all.
Well, take what you want from your baggage. The rest will arrive by stage. Got a few extra blankets if you need them. Well, it ain't gonna be no joyride.
We'll camp here. How much farther?
20, 25 miles.
What time is your auction?
Auction's at 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, but I figure we can make Sally Rosa easy by noon.
I'm sorry.
Riding 20 miles without a saddle, you must be pretty tired.
A little bit.
Martinson, tie up those horses. Gather up some firewood. I'm gonna see if I can scout out some dinner.
Aye, sir. But, just give me one moment, please.
What's that for?
Coffee. Go on, fill this up.
We don't have any coffee.
Man said take what you need from your baggage. Never travel without coffee. My own special blend. Go on, Thierry.
But the stream is so far away.
That's 200-300 yards back there. Go on, get going.
What if...
Well, if any Indians show up, just invite them over for coffee.
Martinson, you want your canteen filled up, you fill it up.
All right, Barkley. You're in charge here. Well, if you're so scared, why don't you go along with him?
She's gonna stay right here and just rest.
Is that all right?
Well, I don't hold with it. Man treats you like a princess. You might wish he was your master. But I guess I'll just have to grin and bear it. Try to bring back a nice plump partridge, Barkley.
I'll do that.
Not exactly partridge, but close, Barkley. Darn close. You eat much better in the wilderness than I expected. How'd you get him?
Oh, good luck.
Well, now. You really feel lucky, how about a little,
Not that lucky.
All right. You didn't have to run down some apple pie for the coffee, did you?
Sorry.
And here I was about to dub you the perfect Western male. All right. I'll dub you, Sir Heath, the almost perfect Western male.
Gives me something to shoot for.
You know, Renaissance man made a virtue of thought. You people have made a virtue of self-sufficiency.
Well, if we don't, we die.
I know. That's the most interesting thing of all. You know, I make my living by finding and knowing weaknesses in other men. You're one of the few I've ever met who doesn't seem to have any. No, you don't seem to be concerned with any of the 7 deadly sins. Yet, like all men, you must be vulnerable to something. Tell me, Barkley, what do you think your Achilles heel might be?
Well, I get cold when the temperature drops below freezing. And it's dropping pretty fast right now. Better get some firewood.
Oh, please, allow me. You young people, amuse yourselves.
Well, we could do the dishes if we had any.
You're not like anyone I've ever met.
Well, I don't know whether that's a compliment or not. But thank you.
Martinson says you're very rich.
Rich? I guess you could say I'm rich. I got people that love me. People I love. Nice home. And I like my work. I guess you could say I'm rich.
Yes. People who love you. That makes you very rich.
You'll go back to your family one day. I'm sure.
These people who love you. One of them is a girl, is she not?
One of them?
Yes. A man such as you must have many girls. Are they prettier than me?
Well, let's see. There's Jennifer. She's very fair and very different from you. But prettier? I don't know. But I'll tell you one thing about Jennifer. She's not afraid of Indians.
I'm not afraid of Indians.
No?
No?
Well, you sure could have fooled me.
Well, maybe a little bit. But not when you're here. Not now. I'm Martinson's woman.
Didn't strain yourself, did you?
Well, it's pretty dark back there. Maybe we could bundle together, share some of our body warmth.
Want to go get some more firewood?
Well, for a minute there, I thought you and our young hero, Barkley, why didn't you let him kiss you?
Why are you doing this?
Doing what? Pushing you at him?
Yes.
Tiare, do you know what an Achilles heel is?
No?
Now, you will, my sweet. You will.
Money, Mr. Barkley. And we'll go as nice and quiet as we come, with nobody hurt. Don't make any quick moves, Mr. Barkley. There's another gun looking down your back. Just hand me the money, nice and easy.
Barkley!
Took a long chance. Why?
Oh, I didn't come all this way to see you lose that $5,000 to a couple of tin horn bandits.
Thanks, Martinson. But if you think I owe you that poker game, you're wrong.
I thought you might be the kind of man who'd repay one favor with another. But no matter. Like every good poker player, I may still have myself an ace in the hole.
Understand the stage broke down. Mr. Beamer don't like to be kept waiting unless he got a mighty good excuse.
Yes, I know. Mr. Thurman, this is Mr. Barkley. You've met Tiare.
Let's get going, like I said.
I know. Mr. Beamer hates to be kept waiting. Well, he's just going to have to wait a little while longer, at least until I've had a bath.
I got a short bath, Martinson. Don't push your luck.
Well, I guess I better get a receipt for these horses.
Well, goodbye, Mr. Barkley. Thank you very much.
Goodbye, Tiare.
Tiare.
Be my room.
Right down the hall. Inside.
I'm very tired. If I could be alone, I would rest a bit.
I said inside.
I'm sorry, but there's no time left. You're my only chance. You're his Achilles heel. You, Tiare. My only hope is you. Tiare, what happened? Tell me what happened. Martinson, did he beat you?
Well, you're gonna leave him now.
No,
I'm gonna put you on a stage for San Francisco.
no.
But you can't stay with him.
But I can't leave him. I told you that. I'm his property.
Where is he?
I don't want you to fight.
I don't intend to. Is he in his room?
He went to the saloon.
You go back in the hotel lobby and wait for me. It'll be all right, I promise.
I'm not getting up, Barkley, so you might just as well sit down.
I'll buy her.
Sit down and play.
300.
Nope.
Name it.
5,000.
You rotten excuse for a... All right. I'll get it for you.
Now. I need it now.
I can't give you that money.
You can't give it to me, but we can play for it. I told you once you'd play cards with me. If you beat me, she's yours. I'll put up Tiare for $5,000 worth of chips.
Tomorrow. Hold off till tomorrow.
There's no tomorrow, not for me, Barkley. If you want her, you'll play for her. And right now.
You've got yourself a game. Deal.
Jack. 8.
$100.
Call. 7. 4.
$100.
Up 100.
Call.
6. Pair. Pair of 4s. That's 100.
Make it 2.
I'll call. Pair of 7s. 9.
$100.
I'll look. Three 4s. Oh, that was quick and easy.
Try again.
Deal. Deal.
Jack bets.
Worth every cent of $5,000, huh?
It's your bet.
You think I should have let us starve in Fiji?
Bet.
Jack bets 100.
Call. Deuce. 10. Jack bets.
$100.
Raise you 100.
Call.
9. Pair of 10s. $500.
$500.
Pair of deuces. Queen. Still my bet.
So go ahead. Bet.
$500.
Your $500 and another 100.
Your $100. Up $500.
$500. Up another 100.
Call.
2 pair. Jacks and deuces. Never bet when you're angry. $300.
Call.
Pair of 5s. Deuce. Fives bet.
I'll bet the rest of it. $500.
I'll see that.
3 5s.
Yeah. That's good enough. Maybe your luck has changed.
Maybe it has.
Deal. Good hand.
Bet. Raise. I call.
Fold.
Raise 500.
All right. Call.
Deal. Raise 500. A call.
Fold.
Your name, Gorman?
That's right, Len Gorman.
Jared Barkley. This is my brother, Nick.
How you doing? Nice meeting you. Got your telegraph. The pump goes up for sale first. Go on inside. We'll be starting things right on the dot.
Now, just a minute. You wouldn't know offhand if our brother Heath Barkley's shown up.
No, sir. Anybody who's showed up so far is local.
Yeah, well, don't worry, Nick. He'll be here soon. Let's go inside and check that pump.
Let's see, that's, 500. And 500 more.
Well, I'll just see your 500. What do you have?
Full house. Kings.
Good hand. Darn good. Four deuces.
You stay with him. He won you fair and square. You stay with him.
You in a hurry, Martinson? I thought I'd save you a little trip out to the ranch. You were coming out to the ranch, weren't you?
I haven't got the money, Beamer.
Oh? Well, that's a pity for you, that is. Because I'd much rather have the girl. So would you, wouldn't you?
I haven't got the girl either.
Oh? That's even more of a pity. Because our deal was either you pay me the money or I get the girl. I don't believe you ever intended parting with her, did you? Did you, Martinson?
I'll get you the money.
Hold it! This is gonna be my pleasure. I'm gonna have to take this out of your hide.
I'll win you the money. Just give me a chance.
You're kind of lean. You don't have much meat on you, boy. And that's about $2 worth. I've got a lot more to go before I settle up with you, Martinson. Get on your feet. On your feet.
Get a whiff of that air. Smell any different?
No,
Well, it should. You're free. How does it feel?
it feels fine. I mean, it's wonderful.
You're well rid of him. You must know that.
Yes, I'm well rid of him. It's just that When he left, he looked so... I'd never seen him like that. He ran. And he's not a man who runs.
Well, he figured to win, and he lost. And he lost you. It's bound to shake him up some.
Perhaps.
You're going to the auction with me, and after it's over, I'm going to take you back to Stockton. From there, I'm going to put you on a train to San Francisco. And then from there, you can get passage home.
Thank you. Thank you.
Your man. He's a lousy welcher. Ha!
Help me get him out.
No. Just leave me alone. I'll be all right in a minute. Like 2 minutes.
Oh, why did they do this to you?
Why? Maybe because I'm lucky. Just call me Lucky Martins. That's not a joke, Barkley. And like Beamer, they kill better men than me for welching on gambling debts. So, consider me lucky.
Mr. Beamer, in San Francisco, that's when you lost money to him. And he said he would forget the money if you...
Yeah, that's right. I couldn't give you up. Not to him.
So that's why you wanted the money. You play a better game than I ever dreamed, Martinson.
Thanks. But only winning counts. Listen, I'll take that hand now. I can make it all right now.
Yes, I can take care of him. Thank you.
That's what I figured.
Oh, wait, Barkley. You go with him. No, I mean it, Barkley. One way or another, I pay my debts.
Tell me, what should I do?
Well, it's up to you to decide. You're free. But if it's him you want, you better get him before he falls down.
You're a man with everything a girl would want. Martinson, he has nothing but me. Thank you very much for understanding. We're getting on the stage now, Mr. Martinson.
Better get inside, gentlemen. The sale's starting.
Mr. Gorman, I don't imagine you can manage to hold things up for a few minutes. I'm sure my brother will be...
Sorry, gents, if it was up to me, but this is a government auction. All kinds of rules, and one of them is we got to start on time.
No, wait a minute. Now, look, we got a mine that's flooding out. We need that pump. We understand your problems, Mr. Gorman. Believe me, we do. But could you just hold the sale of the pump until last?
I told you, this is a government auction. I got to go by the catalog. Real sorry.
Well, we tried. I guess we can just kiss that mine goodbye.
Well, I'm going to kiss that brother of ours. Oh, am I going to kiss him?
Well, here comes your chance.
Heath.
Well, now, not that we were getting worried, but another couple of minutes, and where have you been?
The stage broke down.
Oh, that's very interesting. Did you bring the cash? Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you have any trouble getting it?
No trouble.
Heath.
Yeah, be right there.
Pa wants to see you over at the Big Mule. Right away.
What for?
An old friend of his from Stockton just got into town. Heath Barkley.
Heath Barkley?
Yeah?
Well, Pa didn't say anything about him coming to Jubilee.
Well, I guess it's a surprise to him, too. Better get right on over there.
I swear on that's gospel. Ain't that the truth, Heath?
That's right, only then it wasn't so funny.
Oh, no, it wasn't funny then. No, no. Not when them desert rats was shooting at us from them rocks. Hey, Chad. Here he is now. Chad, come over here. Well, there he is. Heath Barkley. Told you he'd be riding into Jubilee one of these days. Heath's my boy, Chad.
Glad to meet you, Chad. Mr. Barkley.
Mr. Barkley? This is Heath Barkley. He's like one of the family. We don't go mistering him, do we, Heath?
That's right.
Yes, sir. I was just thinking the other day. Well, you wasn't much older than Chad here when you signed up as my deputy at Spanish Camp. Oh, I was telling Si and Billy here about the time Heath and me went after the Simpson gang. Oh, Chad here, he sure gets a kick out of that story. Sit down, Chad. Hey, Fred, another round. Oh, yes, sir. It's a big day for me. You two fellas finally meeting up after all these years. Sit down, Chad, will you?
I can't, Pa. I gotta get a letter on the afternoon stage.
Well, that can wait.
No, it can't.
Well, then you go mail your letter and just hightail it on back here.
You gonna be in Jubilee long? A couple of days. I'll like that.
Why don't you look where you're going?
I'm sorry.
Oh, wait a minute. What about my chicken?
What about it?
Get it down. I said get it down. Now look, that bird's my supper. Stella's gonna fix me up a mess of fried chicken so you can just climb right up there and get it down.
You're drunk.
Oh, maybe so. Maybe so. But I ain't had me so much drink. I can't handle a big man like you. So if you ain't just wearing that gun belt to hold up your pants, you and me's gonna step outside.
Excuse me.
Stay out of this, cowboy.
Kind of wish you hadn't taken a hand in this, Heath. Chad's been out here a year now. It's time he learned to take care of himself. Well, I best get him into a cell and he'll sleep it off. I got a feeling I've seen this Jasper before. Any of you boys know him? Sure does look familiar. Give me a hand.
George?
Howdy, Heath. It's settled at the hotel?
Clerk asked me to bring you this. Belongs to your guests.
Oh, he's still sleeping like a baby. There's coffee in the bag if you want some.
Thanks.
Be right with you.
Father mentioned some coffee.
Help yourself.
It's Frank's coffee, all right. Frank ever tell you about the time his horse pulled up lame and he used some of it on his leg? Did the trick, too.
Yeah, he told me. He's told me just about everything that ever happened to you two.
Knowing Frank, probably more than once. You know, it's hard to believe.
What's that?
You're the same boy that Frank used to talk about. How old were you when your mother took you back to Boston? 5, 6 years old?
6.
I know he's a mighty happy man to have you back. It's all he's talked about for as long as I've known him. I can remember when I first worked for him, how he used to talk about maybe going back to Boston and trying to persuade your mother into coming back.
Well, he never quite made it.
Probably because he knew it wouldn't have done any good.
Oh, he was right. Wild horses couldn't have dragged Mother back. She hated this country. Everything about it, right up until she died. She just didn't belong here.
A lot of people don't.
She said I didn't either. After what happened in the saloon, I wouldn't be surprised if you agreed.
That didn't mean anything.
That's right. I didn't back off from that drunk because I was scared. I just don't happen to believe in getting into a gunfight because of a stupid thing like a chicken.
Nobody's going to blame you for that.
Oh, aren't they?
Heath, come here. Read this.
The drunk?
Earl Vaughn. I knew I'd seen him somewhere before.
Who's Earl Vaughn?
The Vaughn gang, Floyd and his brother Earl. Floyd bosses the outfit.
Thought they were operating over in Nevada.
Well, they're in California now. East ways Earl is. And if he's here, Floyd and the rest of the gang can't be far away.
You better get ready for a lot of trouble, Frank.
Like Gold Ridge?
Maybe. What's Gold Ridge?
It's a little town in Mono County. One of the Vaughn gang got arrested. Floyd and his brother Earl busted him out. They killed 4 men. Before they rode out, they set fire to the town and burned it down, or most of it anyway. And 5 more people died.
Yes, Mr. Marston? Old Floyd's gonna be expecting me to meet him and the boys up in them hills tomorrow. And if I don't... You remember Gold Ridge, Marshal?
I remember.
Good. Good. Huh. Same bad job. Keep feeding me like this, you're gonna make me sorry to leave this here jail of yours.
That'll be in the morning.
In the morning?
I'm taking you to the county jail in Stockton.
That's so. Just can't trust this here cracker box of yours, huh? Huh. Well, I can't say as I blame you, Marshal. Seems to me this here place wouldn't hardly make a first-class bonfire. Marshal, you a smart man. You know old Floyd ain't gonna let you take me to Stockton. He rides in here tomorrow looking for me, and he don't find me. He's coming after you. Him and the boys, 6 of them. And what's gonna happen is you're gonna wind up unnecessarily dead. You know what I'd do if I was you, Marshal?
You'd let Earl Vaughn go.
Hey, how'd you guess, Marshal?
Finish your supper.
Hey,
Hear all of that?
How many men are going with you?
I gotta leave my deputy in charge of things here. I guess it's just me and Chad.
Chad?
Well, he's gotta get his feet wet sometime. May as well be now.
Maybe so.
Oh, I wouldn't worry about Chad. He's young and he's green, but he'll learn. Sometimes he seems like he's all left feet and thumbs, but he'll learn. I learned you a trick or two, didn't I?
Yep.
That's what I told Chad. I learned Heath and I can learn him. Chad's a Sawyer. I know the stuff he's got in him. He'll learn. Well, I gotta get to the telegraph office before it closes. I have to notify Sheriff Lathrop I'm bringing Earl in.
As long as I'm heading back to Stockton, you don't mind if I ride along with you, do you?
I thought you had business in Sonora.
Well, I changed my mind. Got to get back home.
I guess I should give you an argument, but I ain't gonna. I'd feel a lot better if you came along. Thanks. I'll send that telegram. It's gonna be like old times, you and me riding together again.
That's right.
Sonny's all yours.
Better watch it, Sonny. Horse of mine's used to taking orders from a man. Hold on there.
Good out, boy.
Hey, just having a little fun, Marshal. You should too. Why, you still got the time. Yeah! Hey, you there! You tell old Floyd when he comes after me to bring a bottle, you hear me? Oh, another thing. You folks give these here nice people a bearing, you hear me? Now I'll be back to check. You can just bet your sweet life I'll be back. Oh, this girl is mother's eyes, and wherever he goes, on my coat, fireside, I'll be back.
I say if Gordon wants to buy that herd for $10 a head, we sell them to him.
And suppose you tell me why when you can get $15 a head in Virginia City?
But the cattle are here, not in Virginia City. And do you know how much it would cost to ship them? Good morning, Mother.
Morning, Mother.
Good morning.
Nick, who said anything about shipping them over? We'll drive them over.
And do you know how much that will cost this time of year with no water and no grass? Approximately $5 a mile, maybe $6. Well, if you don't believe me, you figure it out.
I will do just exactly that.
Good morning, Sheriff.
Good morning, Mrs.
Come
Barkley.
in, come in.
Thank you. Hello, Jared. Nick.
Good morning. Sheriff, comes to approximately $1,500.
There goes the profit.
Not necessarily.
What do you mean, not
Nick, Jared.
Oh, sorry, Sheriff.
Well, if I'm interrupting something...
You are, and I couldn't be more grateful. They've been arguing for over an hour about what to do with a few head of cattle. May I get you some coffee?
Oh, no thanks, Miss Barkley. The reason I stopped is that I had a telegram waiting for me in the office this morning. It's from the town marshal up in Jubilee.
Frank Sawyer?
Yes.
There's something wrong.
Well, no, not exactly.
What's that mean?
Well, Sawyer arrested Earl Vaughn in Jubilee yesterday.
That's quite a catch.
He's bringing him into Stockton, and Heath is with him.
Heath? Well, he was supposed to go on to Sonora.
Well, all I know is what Sawyer's telegram said. Anyways, I'm riding out to meet him, just in case there's any trouble. I figured maybe you'd like to come along.
Sheriff, you figured just exactly right.
You give us 5 minutes.
Come on, Chad. Let's get moving.
Your pa's right, Sonny. You ain't got no time to lollygag. Unless I miss my guess, old Floyd started looking for me already.
And Manuel, stay with the horses. Johnny, you come with me. Rake, take the others, look things over. The hotel, the saloon. Come on. Look around.
We don't want
any trouble here, Vaughn?
I get the feeling you've been expecting me.
Why don't you and your men just mount up and ride off? You got nothing here you want.
Where's Sawyer?
Well, he's still a marshal here, isn't he?
He's away.
Away where?
To Sonora.
Well, what's your name?
George Rhodes.
Well, I'll tell you why I'm here, Mr. Rhodes. You see, my brother Earl, he came in here yesterday to pick up some supplies for us, and, well, he didn't come back when he should have. You know anything about it?
No.
What did Sawyer go to Sonora for?
Oh, just business.
Just business?
Floyd, the marshal got him. I got it out of the bartender. Sawyer's son, and a guy named Barkley taking Earl into Stockton. Left out first thing this morning.
You shouldn't have lied to me, Mr. Rhodes.
Frank, what do you say we take a break?
What's the matter, Heath? You getting soft?
Maybe.
Chad, how you doing?
All right.
Heath wants to take a rest. How about you?
Let's keep going. Want me to take it for a while? I'm all right.
The kid's a demon for punishment, ain't he?
You're pushing him pretty hard, Frank. He was his mama's boy in Boston for all those years. He's got a lot of catching up to do.
jumped me.
Well, how come he jumped you? What was you doing when you're supposed to be watching him? Can't you do nothing right just once, just one time?
I'm sorry.
You're lucky he ain't dead. It's lucky we all ain't dead. I guess if it wasn't for Heath, we would be.
Thanks.
Chad. It's all right, boy. It's just the way you gotta learn. Look, it's gonna be light soon. You go ahead and saddle the horses. Come on, boy. It's all right. Come on. I'll stir up the fire for some coffee. So that's it. That's what he was doing when he's supposed to be watching Earl. That's the stuff his mom made him learn.
Something wrong with that, Frank?
What do you mean? You just saw what was wrong with it.
Well, I'm not so sure about it, Frank.
You think it's all right for a grown boy to be messing with stuff like this?
Frank.
Well, I don't. And Chad knows it. I've told him I never want to see him drawing any more pictures as long as I live. And so help me, he ain't gonna. I'll get some more wood for the fire.
About ready, Nick?
Right, as soon as I get this fire out.
Pretty mean sky coming up over those mountains.
Looks like a storm brewing. We're going to be riding right into it.
Well, no way to get around it. Come on, let's go.
See that?
Doesn't look good.
Could be snow at another 1,000 feet. I don't think we should try to make it through Wolf's Pass.
Maybe not.
Trail down through Limbo, about a mile ahead. We could take it, circle around through Harper's Cut. Stay low enough to miss any snow.
It's a long way around. Might be a good idea. Floyd Vaughn's following us. He'll figure we use Wolf's Pass.
You can take the high road, the low road, any road you want to, Marshal. You ain't gonna lose old Floyd.
We'll go through Limbo.
Still warm. They can't be more than a couple of hours ahead.
Touchy, aren't you, cowboy?
Sit down.
You know, the last time I was here, instead of a bunch of ugly men, I met me a cute little old redhead. Me and Floyd stay in this hotel up in one of them rooms.
Looks like it still works. I'll get some wood, you get the grub.
All right.
Hey, Barkley. After what happened last night, you ain't gonna leave me alone with with this, are you? Oh, he trusts you, boy. He trusts you. Yeah, that little redhead. I think she's staying right up in the room, right at the...
You know, wait a second. You sit down here.
Well, now, what's the matter, son? I'm just gonna stretch my legs a little.
I told you to sit down.
Didn't you? Well, suppose I know. What are you gonna do about it? Ooh, now, I wouldn't do that if I was you, sonny. Oh, no. Old Floyd, he's gonna be mad enough as it is now without finding me with my hide full of holes. No, sir. I think he'd just turn you over his knee, take down your breeches, and tan your backside upstairs.
Now you tell him to sit down. I ain't got no guts, boy. What's going on here?
Well, not a thing, Marcia. I just funning the boy a little. He got all riled up. I swear you thought you was a rattlesnake.
Get up. Get up.
Get up. Sit down.
What'd you do? Let him bait you? Chad.
Marshal, I'm giving you fair warning. You let that thing you call a son swing at me once more, just once more, and there won't be enough left of him to stick in the ground.
Frank!
Yeah, hit on him! Hit on him! No, I feel it, Marshal. Because I don't think I's the one you really want to hit. You think so, Barkley? Huh?
There's an old rule. Don't draw it unless you're ready to use it. I've got something else that belongs to you. I don't know much about things like that, but that looks pretty good to me.
All right. I shouldn't be wasting my time with stuff like that. I'll bet you never did you?
Now, what's that supposed to mean? Chad, get it off your chest.
What?
Whatever it is about me that's bothering you.
Well, you don't bother me. Why should you?
Let me see if I can guess. Ever since you've landed in Jubilee, all you've heard Frank talk about is Heath. Heath can do this, Heath can do that, Heath can do anything. And if it's something he can't do, then it must be something not worth doing. Right?
From the minute I first saw Pa again, he made it very clear what he wanted for a son. And it wasn't a Chad Sawyer. He wanted another Heath Barkley.
And apparently you've decided if that's what he wants, then that's what you'll try and give him.
Oh, yeah, go ahead and laugh.
I'm not laughing.
Yes, you are. And after what's happened, why not? I must look pretty silly to you. But someday, I'm gonna make my pa forget he ever knew anybody named Heath Barkley.
Which way do you figure they went?
The short way, Wolf Pass.
Floyd?
Take cover, lay pass. Right. Lathrop.
Huh?
The one on the buckskin. He's the sheriff in Stockton.
Must have come to meet Sawyer.
Only he didn't meet him yet. Now, that means Sawyer went by way of Limbo instead of Wolf Pass.
Get the horses and put them in that old livery stable across the street.
Give you a hand? I can manage. Horses.
If we lose those horses, though... I'll take care of him. Go get yourself some coffee.
Catch him? Yeah. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have tried to handle it alone.
That's all right. Don't worry about it.
How can I not worry about it? I bungle everything I do. I can't seem to do anything right.
Well, now, that sketch I saw, that looked right.
Well, now, don't bring that up again.
Why not?
You know how Paul feels about it.
Well, that's no answer.
It doesn't mean anything. Back in Boston, yes, I wanted to be an artist to paint. At least I thought I did. But that's a whole different world.
Maybe that's where you belong.
Nobody asked you, Heath. Get out of here, Chad.
Pa,
Get out. Well, we was friends, Heath.
Well, we still are, aren't we?
Not when you go talking to Chad like that. Not when you go putting ideas in his head.
Ideas in his head.
Well, don't tell me. I just heard what you said.
Frank, Chad already knows he doesn't belong out here.
He does.
And sooner or later, he's going to have to admit it.
He's my flesh and blood. If he don't belong here, he don't belong nowhere.
And you're going to have to admit it too, Frank.
I thought you was my friend. Why are you talking like this?
Because it's true.
It is a lie. It is a lie, just like all the lies his ma told him. This country wasn't good enough for her. It wasn't nice and soft and easy and civilized enough. She hated it, and she made Chad hate it. But she's dead. And he's here, and he's my boy. And I'm going to learn him how to be a man.
Frank, Chad already is a man. Or he could be. Not your kind, not mine, maybe. But in his own way, just as much a man as either of us.
Doing what? Drawing pictures. Being a namby-pamby, sissified picture painter. He's a Sawyer. And he's going to be a real man.
No, Frank. He's going to kill himself trying.
Pa! Look.
Fine, Vaughn.
I told you! I told you, that Floyd's like a bloodhound. You ain't gonna give him the slip.
One more cackle out of you, and I'm gonna blow your head into the next room.
Smoke coming from over there.
Yeah, Sawyer's there. All right, you two, go to the side. You other two cover the back. Rake, come with me.
Here they come. I'll cover the back.
Alone. No deal, Vaughn. And if you rush us, Earl will be the first to get it. I'd squash him like I would a bug.
He's bluffing.
No. Not Sawyer. I know him. He means it.
What'll we do?
We got more of everything than they have. Men. Water. Food. Time. So we'll just wait them out. Earl! Hang on, Earl! We brought your bottle! Here, Floyd! Get up!
I'll stop his yelling.
Don't look too good. We should have come upon Heath and Sawyer by this time. Could be they didn't leave Jubilee yesterday morning after all.
It could be they decided not to go through Wolf Pass and risk getting caught in a storm.
Well, there's one way to find out. Sheriff, why don't you go on down through Jubilee, and Gerard and I will take the trail back through Limbo and Harper's Cut. All right, I'll meet you at Forbes Station. Right.
See anybody back there?
I got a glimpse of 3 of them. Look, Frank, I've been thinking, if I can slip out, get around behind the livery stable, we can get Floyd caught in the crossfire. Then we have a chance of getting our horses and getting out of town.
I guess we still think alike on a lot of things. Now, I was just upstairs. There's a trapdoor up there. I can get through that, down the next building or two, and circle around behind the stable just like you say.
You, Frank?
Yeah, me. Well, Earl's my prisoner. I'm still wearing this. It's my show. I'm the one that's gonna go.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Sure don't like all this waiting.
You don't have to like it, Rake. All you have to do is do it.
Floyd?
laying down.
We gotta do something.
Johnny! Bill!
Keep him covered, Rick. Johnny, come with me.
Don't move, Sawyer. Not one little bit. You in the hotel. Listen to me. We got Sawyer. If he moves a finger, he's a dead man. Now, do you want us to kill him, or do you want to talk sense?
What do you want?
You know what I want. Send Earl out. Send him out. I'll let Sawyer off the hook. If you don't, he's dead.
So do it, Heath!
I'm giving you 5 minutes to make up your mind.
Don't do it, I'm telling you, don't do it!
5 minutes!
I think I can pick him off in one of the rooms upstairs.
No, there's 2 of them up there. If you don't get both of them, Paul'll be killed.
Then I better get them both in.
It's too risky. He's not with it. Let's let him go.
You heard Frank. He doesn't want that.
I don't care what he wants.
If Frank says fight, we fight. That's what he wants. That's the way it is in his kind of world. You didn't have to let him try to turn you into Heath Barkley or anybody else. You could have left. You had your own choice. You could have made your own world. But what you didn't have was the guts to make it. Now, if you don't want Frank to tell you how to live, then don't you try to tell him.
Chad, listen to me. Putting me in jail ain't worth your pa getting killed. You know that. Let Barkley be a hero. He ain't got nothing to lose. Turn me loose. That way nobody gets hurt. And then you'll be the man your pa's always wanted you to be. Give me the keys, Chad. Think of your pa.
Sawyer.
Chad? I'm all right, Pa. Oh, sure you are. Did you get him?
With your help. Where the devil did you come from?
Just be glad, brother.
Don't know what brought you here, but I want to thank you, boys.
Mighty glad to have been of service, Marshal.
Let's get the horses.
Right.
You did a pretty fair job yourself. When you get back on your feet, I got me a new deputy.
I'd like to talk to you about that, Pa.
Frank, I think this is one time you just better listen.
All right. I'll listen.